So we got which traitor Primarch could be redeemed and which Loyalist could fall. Let's go, y'all.
G'day guys and gal. The more Horus Heresy books I read, the more I understand the complexity of the Primarchs.
Okay.
Sure, selling your soul to hell is incredibly stupid no matter the reasoning, but it has been fascinating seeing just how close some Primarchs were to rejecting chaos, whilst also seeing how close some of the Loyalist Primarchs were to falling. That gave me an idea. Who was actually the closest to falling to chaos, and which traitor could be redeemed and brought back onto the side of the Loyalists? After all, the...
You know what? Okay, here's what I'll say, right? Like, Fulcrum is done. GG's. He like getting his salad tossed and everything, bro. Like he got he be doing all types of, you know, Diddy parties and everything. You know, it's over for him. I mean, besides him, I mean, Horus is done, right? He can't even make a return. I feel like in like a perfect world, he could come back and like, you know, turn himself in for good or whatever, or not turn himself in, but he could like, you know, come back and, you know, and just hit like a smooth 180 and be like a good guy or whatever. I mean, he's not he's not like a fake Primarch. He's not like he's not flimsy or anything. So like, I don't know, like maybe Horus in like another universe or something like that. But I guess I don't know. Porto Rabo. Isn't he? He's a chaos guy, right? Or not chaos guy, but he's like a chaos Primarch, right? I don't know. He might, but like I don't know.
Emperor seems pretty confident he could manage it, and he hasn't managed to wipe his own ass in over 10,000 years. Before we get started, there are only 3 days left before the KG tour, the ones we know for sure. Starting with the Loyalists, who are never going to fall. Straight up, Guilliman was and is never going to fall to chaos. The chaos god.
Y'all, real quick before we like, you know, get into the video, Bro, I just like picked like, don't judge me or nothing like that, y'all, but I just picked like this cologne up from Temu, y'all, the sponsor of today's video. As the holiday season arrives, I know we're all Christmas shopping, so your boy got a present for you. Shout out to the amazing people over at Temu for sending your boy a code for you guys to use. With this special code, you're able to get free items straight from Temu for free. Yes, for free. I know I said everybody's favorite word, for free. Yeah, for free. It sounds too good to be true, but if you don't believe me, check this out. Shout out to Temu again for sending a personalized code for me and my audience to get free items. And if you want free items, here we go. So, I entered the code, y'all, that Temu sent me. Let's see if I get some free items. Okay. Oh! Okay! Yo, this is crazy. Wait, so these are actually free, though? So we got some glasses, we got a little boom box, we got a little chain going. No. Honestly, y'all, this is actually crazy. And bro, this is free too. Look at these prices as well, y'all. Like, wow, you get this completely free. We get 3 things right now. Again, guys, enter my code right here on the screen, or you guys can click the link in the description down below. Either or will take you to get some free items for holiday shopping. If you just want to just, you know, get some early birthday gift, whatever you want to call it, y'all, Temu has definitely set you guys up for success in this holiday season. Wish you guys, again, click the link in the description down below, and you can definitely just go to the Temu app, press the search bar, and then enter this specialized code that Temu has sent me. And there goes the free items, y'all. Thank you so much to Temu for sponsoring this video.
Primarchs knew this for a fact, hence never even remotely attempted to corrupt him. Both attempts to sour G-Man's soul have failed miserably. Khorne stabbing G-Man with a Chaos Corruption knife did nothing except get his back blown out.
Now, I got a question, y'all. If G-Thug would have fell to Chaos or whatever, do y'all think that he would have, like, you know, really, like, been like a really not top leader, but do you think that he would have really been like a really good leader? Obviously for the Imperium, for the good side or whatever, or my bad, this is Warhammer, so there is no good sides, but for the side that appears to be good, obviously he's a good leader or whatever, but do you think he would be the same thing for the Chaos, y'all, or no? And what Chaos God do you think that G-Man will, like, you know, like sign up for?
In a sex way, G-Man literally punched a hole in him. The second attempt was when the newly revived Guilliman had a Slaaneshi corrupting crown placed on his head that had never failed to corrupt someone before. It took Guilliman only a few seconds to overcome it and then remove it.
Wait,
so no,
what?
G-Man was never going to fall. He was too sensible, secure, and morally good for that bullshit. Despite Malkador and a few others' misgivings, the Lion is also incorruptible. Growing up on a chaos-corrupted world, hunting chaos beasts as a child, the Lion was exposed to chaos like a...
Oh my god. Now, I'm not a Lion hater. Y'all know that. I'm not a hater of nobody, okay? But, like, I'll keep it real for what it is, bro. The Lion, man, he got it on. He got it on, bro. Look at this. Look at this color. Oh, my goodness, bro. A lot of y'all love this. Y'all love whenever I suffer. Y'all love whenever I just be contemplating roasting somebody and praising somebody. I'll keep it real again. This is absolute fire. This is absolute fire, bro. Hey, you got my respect. Yo, Lion, you got my respect in this video. So far.
Vaccine. He knew what it was and he knew it sucked dick. Corrupting failed and he never wavered in his loyalty to the Emperor. The Lion's return confirms this, as he is extremely morally good and just wants to protect mankind whilst murdering the fuck out of Chaos. Ferrus, Corvus and Vulcan would also never fall, hence why they were the three chosen to be killed on Isstvan. Ferrus was too headstrong and had a good relationship with the Emperor. Corvus understood the nature of Chaos. Ferrus was too headstrong and had...
Yo, one thing I'm gonna say about Ferrus is, bro, like, he's really, he's like a multi-tool, bro. Like, bro, Ferrus is really like, man, I'm really giving these guys props in this video, bro. I need to be on my hating-ish. Man, I'm really giving props nowadays, bro. Like, y'all remember when I was really roasting everybody and y'all hated that. So I'm kind of turning like a whole new leaf for y'all. But like, yo, Ferrus, we gotta learn. I gotta learn a little bit more about him. I think you guys know not too much about him, but I'm pretty sure you guys know a lot about him. Bro, this Ferrus dude, I mean, I'm gonna keep it real for what he looks a little intimidating, bro. Like, he don't look too bad.
A good relationship with the Emperor. Corvus understood the nature of chaos and its inherent
Turn around and
die. He was able to access his inner warp power and become a demon despite being free of corruption, and Vulcan is Vulcan. No chance.
Run that back. What did you say? Yo, Majorkill, say that one more time so the people in the back can hear it.
His inner warp power and become a demon despite being free of corruption,
say
and
one more
Vulcan
time.
is Vulcan.
See, Vulcan is Vulcan. He's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. He's better than everybody. He's untouchable. Nobody's even on his level. Nobody, y'all. Seriously. Like, I don't want to be that guy that's overconfident and da-da-da-da-da. No, I'm just trying to tell y'all that nobody's on his level. He's legit greater than everybody. Everybody in Warhammer. He's literally the greatest of all time. Literally, he's the John Cena of Warhammer. He's the LeBron James of Warhammer. Bro, he's the GOAT, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, it is what it is. Bro, Majorkill literally just confirmed it right there. He said Vulcan is Vulcan. He gave everybody else these little novels of descriptions, bro. He said Vulcan is Vulcan. Everybody knows what that means.
No chance the big cuddly man is going to drink the Kool-Aid if he is still able to be a nice dude after all the shit Conrad Curse did to him.
Duh. The GOAT, bro. If my GOAT ever became a Chaos Primarch or whatever, bro, no lie, yo, the Imperium is doomed. Yo, my GOAT he gonna be in the back, bro, making weapons like Minecraft, giving it to the Chaos gods. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
A huge wildcard in the setting was Jagadai Khan. Neither the Loyalists nor the Traitors knew which side he would pick, as A, the White Scars had deliberately hidden their abilities and attitudes, and B, they were always overlooked, which kind of ties in with A. However, the Khan was something not many others were. He was not fucking retarded. His display of critical thinking and common sense was wildly impressive, and if you use both of those, then you will never fall to chaos. It's the same reason why Inquisitor Eisenhorn can literally bumfuck chaos all day, use its power for himself, bask in it, and still be more or less totally uncorrupted. When Jagadai learnt of the heresy, he was bombarded with thousands of messages saying different things. Lehman was a traitor that had killed Magnus, Ferrus had just killed Fulgrim, Horus was a traitor, the Alpha Legion was both traitor and loyalist at the same time, which mind you was somewhat the case.
Dang, somebody leaked the group chat. They just leaked, they just gave him all the information. He just leaked the group chat on everybody.
Jagadai had no idea what was going on, so he decided to investigate to determine who was loyal and who wasn't, who was a liar and who was a truther. He avoided conflicts, travelled to Prospero, spoke to Mortarion, and came to the conclusion that Horus was a bold little traitorous bitch that could go to hell. An opinion based on common sense and critical thinking, hence he declared himself loyal and was a steadfast defender of the Imperium. So no, Jagadai would never have fallen. You would also think Rogal to be totally incorruptible.
Real quick, before we get to, Rogal Dorn, Mortarion, bro, I feel so bad for him. Like, not only do he stink, but like, bro, man, I feel like he's so overlooked, y'all. Like, I feel like a lot of people forget about him. I forget about him too, like, seriously.
After all, the warp literally bends around him due to his will. He was also the Praetorian of Terror and accepted that he was the Emperor's tool to be used until blunt and then discarded. However, Khorne took a big interest in him due to Rogal's extreme ability to get wildly angry. I won't spoil the most recent Horus Heresy book, but Khorne really goes for it, and it looks like Rogal is genuinely drinking that Chaos Kool-Aid. It's not a willing, happy way to drink it, but there does seem to be some cracks in Rogal's will. As we know, Rogal overcomes this test and remains loyal in the end, so I don't think he could fall, but interesting to see that there were cracks. That leaves us with Sanguinius and Russ. You would think that these two would be the least corruptible, a literal fucking angel and the Emperor's personal attack dog. But with Leman's unstable temper and Sanguinius' deep insecurities, there was a lot to exploit here. Despite the Council of Nicaea ruling in Russ's favour, his fall was based on a few moments that were more or less a toss of a coin. Could have really gone either way. The ones that were doomed to be traitors were Horus, since it's the Horus Heresy, and the Emperor said that whoever he chose as War Master would fall.
I think, Horus? Definitely Conrad, bro. Bro, wasn't he like, you know, I don't want to be mean or nothing like that. He was already mean to my boy Vulcan, so I should be mean, but I'm a different guy now. But Conrad Curtis, bro, he was already, he was cracked. Like he was, I feel like he was deemed or doomed to be a bad dude.
Orgar, since he was fanatical and had to believe in a god.
Orgar, okay.
Even if he didn't like the god. Angron, who admitted he would have turned against the Emperor eventually, regardless of chaos.
And you know what? That's understandable, bro. Bro, if y'all know bro's story, bro, like, it's completely understandable why he was gonna trade on, why he was gonna turn his back on the Emperor or like betray the Emperor. Bro, like his story is so like sad and so unfortunate that I understand, you know.
And Conrad, who was batshit insane and likewise would have ended up needing to be put down as his brain shattered further and further. Fulgrim is an interesting one. His fall was probably the easiest to prevent. All you had to do was tell him not to play with a penis-shaped demon sword, and he almost broke out of his corruption a few times. But
I feel like he let it happen. I'm gonna keep it real. I legit feel like he I mean, I don't want to, like, you know, make fun of him, but like, I mean, let's make fun of him. Like, bro, he liked that stuff. All that little freaky stuff, all that, them little freaky things that sword, you know, was whispering to Fulgrim's ear. He liked that stuff, y'all. So like, I feel like he was really down for it, like just off the rip.
Once he was fallen, he was done. He was one of the only traitor Primarchs that actively chose to become a demon prince, and is a complete irredeemable piece of shit. You could argue that Clone Grim is his path to redemption, but that is less a redemption and more so a replacement. I also won't count Alpharius or Megon, as they technically didn't fall. Alpharius is just a retard, and Megon is still loyal. Or maybe it's the other way round. That leaves us with Perturabo, Mortarion, and Magnus. Mortarion had a weird fall. He hated the warp, yet decided to join the side that was getting railed by it. He also didn't want to become a demon, and while he has embraced his current situation, he also regularly tries to rebel against Nurgle, and is currently in the naughty corner for doing so. When the Emperor bitch-slapped Mortarion in recent lore, he literally said that given enough time and power, the Emperor could probably undo the corruption and redeem him. So Morty is a potential candidate. Perturabo's—
Really? Oh, so he really... so he's playing both sides. I respect... Mortarion, I respect that. We love ourselves a traitor. I love those, okay?
Fall wasn't fun for Perty. He was manipulated when he was vulnerable and honestly would have stayed loyal if the Emperor showed him a bit more respect. Even when the heresy started, Perty wanted to avoid corruption and was disgusted with Fulgrim. I
also feel like, bro, if the Emperor was a good father, none of this would happen. This is what happens when you're not a good father, bro. Your kids turn out to be a little, you know, whatever. By the grace of God, you know, my father wasn't there, but by the grace of God, I think I'm an okay kid, you know, thank God.
He even abandoned the Siege of Terror because he realized he wasn't on the right side and all his traitor brothers were dickheads. He has become a demon, but spends most of his time playing video games and eating Doritos. So if the Emperor was to lure him out, give him a hug, then banish the corruption from him, we could have a redeemed Perturabo. But with Mortarion and Perty, that's a huge if and a massive long shot. No, the traitor Primarch with the highest chance of being redeemed is Magnus. Magnus has serious issues.
That makes sense.
When he was shattered, his personality and mental state ate shit. He lost his ability to critically think, and whilst he has regained most of his shards, his noble shard was lost from him, instead being given to the Grey.
Magnus, throw this away, bro. This right here, this armor is booty cheeks, bro. If Magnus was my mans, if Magnus was like my friend, bro, and we're walking, and oh my God, bro. If Magnus is my friend, as soon as he comes out the house, let's say I'm picking him up. Bro, if I watch this man come out the house with this on, bro, like, no lie, like, bro, one of your little nipples, bro, gonna, like, activate the airbag in the car. Let it go. Take this off immediately, bro. I'm making him take this off. Pause, by the way. A lot of you guys are like, oh, so you're forcibly... Pause. I've been doing this content creation thing for some years now. I can already predict the future. Yo, he needs to take this off. This is so ugly. Take this off now. Take this off. Why do you even... If he would have just had, like, the armor, he would have, like, my personal bodyguard or something like that. That would have been cool. Take the... Yo, why he got these long horn nipples, bro? Like, what's up? Like, what are you trying to, like, you know, throw out a riddle or try to, like, tell us something? Like, bro, leave these alone.
Even without it, Magnus isn't that bad. Sure, he keeps attacking Fenris, but you can kind of understand why. At the moment, he's literally just rebuilding Prospero and calling out to Psychus to join him in a safe haven. Psyche has been arguably the most prosecuted minority in the galaxy, thus making Magnus a red Martin Luther King. If the Emperor was able to reunite Magnus with his noble shard whilst purging the corruption from him,
Yo, I blanked out for 2 seconds. All I heard was a red Martin Luther King. Lord have mercy.
Something Magnus might not even be opposed to, he could be brought back into his original form. During the heresy, Magnus was almost redeemed a couple times, only being stopped by his own insanity and impulsiveness due to his shattering. Also, having Tzeentch as his patron god, a god who is known to occasionally fuck himself over for the memes, means that anything could happen. To further reinforce this, Magnus was one of the most loyal sons prior to the heresy. He actually tried to stop Horus from falling, and then tried to warn the Emperor when he did. He was just bad at listening and incredibly arrogant. It also didn't help that multiple powerful forces were conspiring to fuck him over. His current bad guy state is a result of extreme mental instability, resentment, a shattered consciousness, and overall just feeling trapped. So Magnus and Sanguinius. I always knew the color red was problematic. Now let's see what would change if they ended up swapping sides. Let's say Sanguinius falls at Cygnus Prime. Horus was scared that Sanguinius would supplant him as War Master, which was a big reason why he tried to get Sanguinius killed. Chaos Sanguinius would be retardedly overpowered.
I told you. Overpowered for no reason, bro. He'll be a menace to society, y'all.
He was already a beast, but a half-demon beast gets real spicy. One of two things would occur. Either the Imperium would be mega-doomed, losing one of its greatest sons to the other side, resulting in a clear Chaos victory and maybe even the ending the Cabal was hoping for. Or the conflict between Horus and Sanguinius, partially fueled by the noble soul of Sanguinius still existing deep within his new form, would result in a Horus heresy, where the traitors turn on each other and destroy themselves, allowing the Imperium to mop up. With the Emperor even...
And also, bro, y'all, their egos is nasty, by the way. Like, their egos, it would not... They wouldn't work together like a team. It would be GG's. Like, they would get so greedy to the point to where they would all fight to see, like, who would have, like, the #1 spot or whatever. Like, it would be GG's. It would be over. Like, just because I would say that, oh, if Sanguinius and Vulcan and all these guys, whatever, was to become, like, traitors, I'm not saying that, oh, you know, that the Chaos would just be overpowered. No, bro. Like, their egos are huge. Bro, these are all dudes with testosterone. It's over, bro.
Surviving. Literally one extreme or the other. No in between. If Magnus was to go loyal in the current setting, let's say he was captured instead of banished on Luna when he fought...
Wait. I did hear... listen, I heard this. So if it's wrong, it's wrong. Let me know. But I did hear that if Magnus was actually, like, loyal or whatever, he could actually sit on the throne and, like, power the throne because he's, like, a psych or whatever, and the Emperor wouldn't have to suffer on the throne. Does that make sense, y'all? Like, is that right or right? Y'all let me know.
Guilliman, let's also say they found out where the Noble Shard was, as it is currently lost, and then slapped it into him while the Emperor was cum-blasting him, redeeming him. In all honesty, the initial effects wouldn't be too much. Magnus would have no legion and would also be deeply traumatized. The Emperor would also hide him from the public due to the complexities of the politics involved. However, long-term, Magnus would be able to share the burden of the Golden Throne, allowing the Emperor to be more active in the galaxy and maybe even actually regenerate.
Yo, wait, so I'm actually right? Let's go, bro!
After all, it's been clearly stated that the only other person in the galaxy that can last on the Golden Throne, other than the Emperor, is Magnus. So the fall of Sanguinius or the
I'm actually right. Let's go,
redemption
bro.
of Magnus would both massively change the setting as we know it, either giving it a chance of becoming noble bright or destroying it altogether. If you enjoyed the video and you want to support...
Yo, man, shout out to Majorkill, man, for this video. Comment down below what you guys think about it. And also, man, shout out to Temu for sponsoring this video, man. Other than that, make sure you guys click my link in the description down below. Make sure you guys use my code as well. You can use both the code or a link. It really doesn't matter. And I'm going to see y'all later. Peace out, y'all.